You've felt it, haven't you? For months now, something has just felt off in the world of PC hardware. Well, today we're digging into why. We're exploring a conflict that is pitting the future of AI directly against every single PC gamer and creator out there. This isn't just a story about chips. This is a story about a high-stakes civil war with Nvidia's massive gamble right at the heart of it. And yeah, let's start right there with the date, because this isn't some history lesson and it's not a prediction. This is happening right now, in real time. That feeling you've had, the empty shelves, the prices that seem literally impossible, it is not your imagination. It is a calculated, brand new reality. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? We all survived the shortages back in the early 2020s, but let me be clear, this is a completely different beast. This isn't just about ships being stuck at port. This is a fundamental, structural shift, a deliberate choice to redirect the world's most valuable tech resources. A new battle line has been drawn. So this is the big one, right? The question that's keeping every PC builder awake at night. How in the world did we get here? How did the components we love, the core of our hobby, become luxury items practically overnight? Well, the answer doesn't start with a big explosion. It starts with a quiet, broken tradition. So let's just rip off the Band-Aid and call this what it is, a full-blown hardware crisis. And you know, the first real public sign that something was seriously wrong came from the biggest stage in tech, CES. Just look at this pattern. For 5 straight years, you could set your watch to it. Nvidia would get on that CES stage and announce new GeForce cards every single time. And then 2026 happened, and we got crickets. Absolute silence. For the first time, nothing for consumers. And let me tell you, in this industry, that kind of silence is deafening. It's not an accident, it's a message. And the first casualty in this war was a big one, the Super Series refresh we were all waiting for. Those RTX 5080 and 5070 supercards, suddenly they were delayed indefinitely. Now, if you've been around a while, you know that's just corporate speak for canceled. They're dead. And here's the kicker, it wasn't because of some technical glitch. This was a deliberate, strategic choice.
So why would they make a choice like that? Well, it's because behind all the marketing and keynotes, there's a quiet but absolutely brutal war being fought over one thing: high-speed memory chips.
And this is maybe the most important thing to understand. That last big shortage was a logistics problem, plain and simple. This one, the 2026 memory shortage, is about a conscious decision to pivot manufacturing. It's a structural reallocation driven by one single, incredibly hungry customer. And that customer is fueling something called the DRAM supercycle. Okay, think of it like this. Imagine there's a world-famous burger joint that everybody loves. But one day, a billionaire walks in and says, "I'll pay you 10 times more per burger, but from now on, you only cook for me." The owner makes a fortune. But for the rest of us, the burger joint is closed forever. That is exactly what's happening to our memory chips. And the scale of this billionaire's appetite is just staggering. We're hearing that AI data centers are now consuming up to 40% of the entire global supply of high-speed memory. Let that sink in. 40%. That leaves everybody else, you, me, creators, even other tech companies, fighting over the scraps. And you know, there's no company on earth leaning into this harder than Nvidia. They see where the money is, where the insane profits are, and they have placed a massive company-defining bet on AI, even if it means sacrificing their oldest and most loyal fans. I mean, this chart says it all. It's wild. It wasn't that long ago that Nvidia was the gaming company. It was their identity. But look at this now. A stunning 80% of their revenue is coming from AI chips sold to data centers. And gaming, the very foundation they built their empire on, it shrunk to a measly 9%. It's become an afterthought. That is a seismic shift for any company to make in just a few years. So why? Why would they basically abandon a market that they completely dominated for decades? Well, as it usually does, it comes down to some cold, hard math. And right here, this is the smoking gun. Apparently, Nvidia's entire strategy boils down to one metric: gross revenue per gigabyte of memory. So on a consumer card, 1 gig of memory might make them, say, $60, but on an enterprise card, it makes them over 40% more. And on one of those top-of-the-line AI server chips, the profit isn't just more, it's on another planet entirely. Why sell burgers when you can sell the whole restaurant? So when a giant like Nvidia makes a pivot this huge, you know there's going to be some fallout. And can you guess who's standing right in the blast zone? Yep, it's us, the PC building community. And it's just this brutal cascade of bad news. First, the supply of GeForce cards is reportedly being slashed, some insiders say by as much as 40%. Second, those mid-range cards with lots of VRAM we all wanted, like a 16GB 5070 Ti, they're being throttled or just plain canceled because it's no longer financially logical to waste that memory on gamers. And the final nail in the coffin? AMD has no major competition plan for this year, so there is zero pressure on Nvidia to do us any favors. So what's the result of all that? Well, it's exactly what you'd expect, a price explosion. Look at this. In just 3 months, the price of a 5900 has shot up by nearly 80%. 80! That is not a price hike, that's a rocket launch. And when the flagship goes to the moon, everything else gets dragged up with it. And don't for a second think this is just about GPUs. This memory crisis is hitting everything. Here's a real-world example for you. A standard 64GB kit of DDR5 RAM. A few weeks back, it cost you about $195. Today, you'd be lucky to find it for under $800. It's just unbelievable. And you see comments like this one all over the internet. And man, it just says it all, doesn't it? You can feel the frustration, the helplessness. It really feels like our entire hobby is being held hostage by some massive tech gold rush that we want no part of. So, what does this all mean for the future? Where does this leave us? It means we need to get ready for a new and honestly pretty bleak reality for PC gaming. When you boil it all down, it's really this simple. There's this massive, interconnected, global AI brain being built, and it has an absolutely insatiable hunger. A hunger for the exact same silicon and memory that we need for our gaming rigs. And right now, it's winning. It's eating our next upgrade for breakfast. Which leads us to the final and frankly the most chilling question of all. With supply being choked off on purpose and prices already soaring, are we looking at a future where a $5,000 GPU is just normal? Are the days of building a high-end PC for a reasonable price over for good? Because from where I'm sitting, every single sign is pointing to a very, very expensive future.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps the channel grow. See you in the next video.